Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another HAPA Talkback. I am Taylor Ballard. I am a senior here, and I am the student director for the show She Kills Monsters, the virtual realm. So we're going to get started with talking to Mr. Rocco Ayala.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So let's just dive right in. I have a few questions for you. The
Hmm?
first one I would like to say is, how difficult is it doing shows like this online?
It presents a new challenge. It presents challenges that I personally have never really experienced before, and it it's difficult in the sense that you kind of have to rethink how to do theater. It's kind of like a combination of doing theater in a movie almost, a live movie. Uh, but yeah, it's difficult because it's new and it's different and it's something that many of us haven't done before. But the more we do it and uh, the more practice we get in learning the ins and outs and the little what's the term kinks in the performance and how this all works, it's going to get better. And hopefully this isn't hopefully we won't have to do this for a very long time.
Right.
But for right now, this is the way it's going to be done for the foreseeable future. And I think right now it's difficult because it's new, but the more we do it, I think it'll get easier and easier and easier.
So speaking on that, how does doing the animations in theater differ from like live action? Well, live theater from online.
um Well, I think the animations, what they do online is usually like in the animations for theater, they enhance the story and they build upon the performance of the actors and the sets and the lighting and everything that's going on. But here online, we don't have any of that. So the projections uh, are more more of a storytelling device in this aspect because they kind of give a glimpse to the audience of what they might see if they were in a theater and on stage. So I think in this aspect that the projections definitely help tell that story a little better and help give more material to the audience to imagine what could be happening on the stage.
Yeah. I have a few more questions. How
Mhm.
long have you been doing animations and what is your connection with theater? How did you get started in that industry?
So my connection to theater, I've been doing theater since before high school. I was involved. My brother and sister were involved in ballet companies in Chicago, and when I got of age, I started to get into theater myself, and then I really started doing a lot of theater during high school. And then when I was going to college, I also had a really big interest in film and animation. So I actually went to college I went to DePaul University and graduated with a degree in digital cinema and animation. So I've been doing animation for about 10 years now and motion graphics. And I've always wanted to go back to theater and I've always really wanted to work and produce theater. And I knew that I wanted to take that technology and see what I could do with it in theater. And that's where I found that, right around the time that I graduated, that's when projection mapping started to become a thing. And I started to learn that, started to get into that, and found a way to bring my animation side and filmmaking side and bring it into a theatrical sense. So,
Okay, so as most of us know, you're the new theater teacher, well, animation director at Scott. How is that going?
oh, it's going great. It's going really great. Um, Again, it presents its challenges when you're online because as you know, theater is a very hands-on, very in-person, tangible
Yeah.
kind of subject. So there's been some challenges to kind of figure out, okay, well, we can't really do big blocking here. I can't really teach these things. But what we do is what I do is I do a lot of demonstrations for the kids, for the students, and have them practice it on their own, and then we apply it to projects that we're doing. We just finished, actually, Wednesday was our first big project. The students wrote their own Shakespearean sonnets and performed them for the class. So a lot of them, it was their first time performing, and a lot of them was first time writing anything like that. But it went really well, and it was a really great opportunity, especially in this virtual setting, for them to have a chance to perform for their peers. So it's been going really well.
That's good. So, thank you for your time. Next up, we're
Absolutely.
gonna have Junior Lilia Wolf. I'm gonna interview her as well. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Would you mind introducing yourself for us for a bit?
Yeah. I am Lilia Wolf. I'm a junior at HAPA, and I'm an acting and dance major. And I play
Okay.
Tilly in She Kills Monsters.
Yes. So, can we get a brief summary about She Kills Monsters?
Yeah, so it's a show about this girl, Agnes. Her sister died. Her sister Tilly died. That's me. Last year, and she had always had a very far away, like a distanced relationship with Tilly. They never really got along. And she finds this notebook of Tilly's, a Dungeons and Dragons notebook, and sort of gets transformed into this Dungeons and Dragons world, and has adventures with Tilly and all of Tilly's friends, and gets to know her better through that adventure.
Okay. So, let me ask, how did you study your character? What was the development behind that?
So I had to learn about Dungeons and Dragons because I've never played that before. So, I did some reading on it, read some articles, and I listened to some podcasts and watched some videos. For getting into the role of Tilly herself, I find a lot of myself in Tilly, so it wasn't that hard. But yeah, just like looking over the script and analyzing why she did different things, what choices would she make? What was her life before it? Like, a lot of it is, just stuff you make up in your head to get yourself closer to the character.
Okay, well, you already told us that you kind of relate to Tilly. So, do you face any challenges doing the show online?
Yeah, I guess it's difficult. You don't get to know your cast as well. I think we did this pretty well, but you weren't able to hang out with them after rehearsal or anything, or get food before rehearsal, all that kind of stuff, and just hang out like normally you would. But other than that, not really. My Wi-Fi went out a few times during rehearsals, but really not that many problems.
So, how do you feel about just being an online world, no interactions with your peers and friends, and seeing the teachers actually?
I mean, it's not easy, but I know there's a reason behind it. I'm not upset about the situation. Sorry if you can hear that. My dog is scratching herself. Yeah, it's a little harder to learn in school and stuff, and to form bonds with people, but I get the reason behind it, so I'm not upset.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, I have one more question for you. How do you think the outcome of the whole entire COVID Corona thing will be? What's your outlook on that?
I don't think it's going to be truly gone until like a year after the vaccine, but hopefully we can get back to school in January for the second semester, and things will be slow opening up, but it's all necessary to keep people safe. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you for letting me interview you. We're gonna have Senior and Dykstra next.
Hello.
Good morning.
So, I'm a Dykstra. I'm a senior acting major at HAPA, and I play Agnes in HAPA's production of She Kills Monsters.
Well, that's good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Do you plan on being involved in any theater after high school?
Yeah, definitely being involved in theater. I will not continue my school education, but I will join acting programs and maybe acting troupes here and there.
Okay, well, that's good. How did you study your character?
For my character, it was difficult because I'm the nerdy, dorky younger sister, and now I'm playing the older, responsible teenager sister character. She's a cheerleader, like popular and like so I just played her differently. I played her as like this good, like to the books, by the books kind of girl, you know, like straight laced.
Yeah. Well, how did you feel when you were reading the script? How did you think you were going to do playing Agnes?
Well, because I read the original script first, and that one made me cry with the ending, and then this one, it's just harder to convey because like it is adapted to be online, and I feel like it would have been more impactful if it was done the way it was intended to be in person, but we can't do that because of the times right now. But it was a very good script, and it has a good message behind it.
Okay, so without spoiling the show, how, on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you say She Kills Monsters is on?
I would say it's a solid 7, so it's like maybe 7.5, so above average. Definitely should go see it. Go buy your tickets now, they're only $5. And plus it's online, so you don't got to worry about like somebody taking your seat.
What are your challenges that you face online? Like, how did you overcome them, or if you ran into any challenges?
My challenges are because when you're on the computer, you're just like standing straight, and then when you're on stage, you get to like move around, and like if I move my hands out right now, you don't see them, so like all your movements have to be able to like fit in your little screen.
Yeah.
And then like other characters are talking, but you're still on screen, so you're just kind of like it feels like awkward.
Yeah. Did you have any fun bodying the role of Agnes, or just doing the show online in general?
I did have fun because, you know, she doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons, so like there's a line and she's like, we're here to battle you. She was like, just imagine her like being unsure of like how to do it, and then like being proud of herself. She's like, I did it, I did the thing.
Yeah.
So
what do you see yourself with theater in 5 to 10 years?
I just, my dad's interrupting. I just being involved in like other productions would be nice when I have like free time, which I probably will. So yeah.
That's good. So, it's the senior year. How is that going?
My senior year, it's fine. I don't mind having school online. It doesn't bother me at all. And like I have, not to brag, but like I still have straight A's, so I'm doing great.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any siblings that relate to Tilly or Agnes or any of the other characters in the show, or that you would see?
I don't really think so. I would say maybe my brother would be closest to like Orcus, like written in the script, just because my brother is like a like gamer nerd, and he has like his Legend of Zelda like stuff downstairs, and he has like all his collection of Funko Pops. So
Well, can you tell us a summary about the show? How you think it is?
So there's this girl who didn't have a really good relationship with her sister, and you could tell she struggles that throughout, and she feels bad because now she can't mend that relationship. It's gone, and it is what it is. But she knows that she loved her sister, and she knows that her sister also loved her, even if they weren't as close as they could have been.
Well, that's fine. Well, this is all the time we have today for the HAPA Talkback. Thank you for letting me interview you, and we'll see you next time.